Selamat sejahtera, nama saya Guru Sundri, anak perempuan Nagaraja, nombor matrik F1097.
Nama saya Daniel Ali bin Kamarudin, nombor matrik F110.
Nama saya Muhammad Umar Zafran bin Mano, nombor matrik 06 DKA 24F1115.
Hello everyone, my name is Guru Sundri, anak perempuan Nagaraja, matrix number F1097. Okay, today I'm going to present about the engineering survey and the cadastral survey. Firstly, the meaning of the engineering survey is a process of measuring and mapping the physical features of land, water bodies and structures to support the planning, design, construction and maintenance of engineering projects. Okay, the scope of the engineering survey. First of all is topographic survey. Topographic survey is for mapping land features. Geotech survey is for precise location measurements. Construction survey is to find the reference points for the projects. Hydrographic survey is for water body measurements. Route survey is for alignments for roads, railways and pipelines. Next, the land survey is for property boundary marking. Lastly, deformation survey is for monitoring structural shifts. The purpose of the engineering survey is to provide accurate data for planning, designing, constructing and maintaining infrastructure. It ensures proper site selection, precise construction alignment, quality control, legal compliance and long-term monitoring of structures. Engineering survey also helps in resource management and environmental conservation and disaster prevention. The second is cadastral survey. The meaning of the cadastral survey is type of land survey that determines and records property boundaries, ownership and land subdivisions. It is used for legal documentation, land registrations and resolving boundary disputes. Cadastral survey also helps in town planning, taxation and government land management. The scope of cadastral survey is, first of all, land boundary determination. It's for establishing and marking property lines. Second one is land ownership and title registration. It's for recording legal ownership for official documentation. Third one is government land acquisition. It's for identifying and surveying land for public projects. Dispute resolution is for settling property boundary conflicts legally. Town planning and zoning is for assisting in urban development and land use planning. Taxation and land valuation is for providing data for property assessment and taxation. The lastly is mapping and documentation. It's for creating accurate land records for legal and administration use. The purpose of the cadastral survey is for establish, define and document land boundaries for legal, administrative and development purposes. It also ensures accurate land ownership records, helps in property taxation, supports in urban planning and helps in resolving land disputes. That's all for me. Thank you so much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Muhammad Umar Zafran bin Mano, nombor matrik 06 DKA 24F1115. Saya akan menerangkan tentang hydrographic survey. Introduction hydrographic survey. A hydrographic survey is the process of measuring and mapping the physical features of bodies of water, like oceans, rivers, and lakes. Its main goal is to measure water depth, sea flow conditions, water currents, tides, and other features that affect navigation, engineering projects, or environmental assessment. Purpose hydrographic survey. Yang pertama, safe navigation, coastal management, infrastructure development, environmental monitoring, resource exploration, scientific research. Kemudian scope hydrographic survey. Water depth measurement, sea flow mapping, water movement monitoring, water quality assessment, environmental monitoring, shoreline mapping, marine structure construction, dan yang terakhir navigational chart production. Hydrographic survey ni dia macam mengukur tinggi tanah dalam laut. Dan conclusion, a hydrographic survey is essential for collecting data about bodies of water, including the measurement of water depth, the identification of underwater features, and the analysis of tides and currents. The conclusion of a hydrographic survey typically summarizes the findings, outlines key observation, and provides recommendation for future actions or decision making. Sekian, terima kasih.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning to everyone. This is my presentation about the utility survey. Utility survey and my name is Daniel Ali bin Kamaruddin. Nombor metrik 06 DKA 24F110. Introduction utility survey is utility survey can help the engineer and architect understand location pipe, cable, electrical underground and can detect any damage construction underground. And then the purpose utility survey. The purpose utility survey is safety, compliance, efficient risk mitigation. The scope of survey utility is visual inspection looking for visible sign to utility like utility poles. Ini seperti kita melihat dulu site itu sebelum kita membuat inspection dulu sebelum membuat sesuatu perkara seperti kita nak menggali untuk menggali ke ataupun mencari pipe yang bocor. Selain itu ialah non-destructive techniques using hand digging or vacuum excavation to expose utility. Ini seperti selepas kita mencari site, selepas kita menjumpa tempatnya, kita akan menggali untuk membuat maintenance ataupun menambah baik utilities bawah tanah. Selain itu ialah making utilities using flat pan or other markers to identify utility location. Ini kita memberi tanda seperti bendera ataupun kita melukis di tempat itu supaya orang sekeliling boleh aware tentang utility location tersebut supaya boleh mengurangkan hazard. Selain itu ialah map. Creating maps they show the location types and depth to underground utilities. And then the method utility survey. Ground penetration radar GPR use radar detect to present of underground utilities line, for example pipe cable, electrical and waterways. GPR ni menggunakan kesan radar untuk mengesan objek di bawah tanah seperti pipe ataupun kabel elektrik. So benda itu lebih mudah digunakan berbanding vacuum excavation di mana kita perlu mengorek tanah itu tersebut. Selain itulah vacuum excavation. Vacuum excavation is technique use specialized equipment to shoot the burst of air or water into the ground carefully using the soil around the pipe or cable. Ini lebih guna untuk kita menggali tanah untuk mencari utiliti bawah tanah seperti pipe and saluran air, menggunakan tekanan air yang tinggi ataupun udara yang tinggi. So dia lebih selamat berbanding excavator yang boleh membuat kerosakan yang besar. Dan secara kesimpulannya, utility survey ni sangat penting untuk engineering survey supaya kita dapat melihat construction bawah tanah dengan lebih teratur dan mudah untuk kita melihat. Selain itu, kita boleh mengelakkan kemalangan di site, terutama di bawah tanah, supaya tidak berlaku sesuatu kecederaan kepada pekerja, especially apabila kita membuat kerja di site. Sekian, terima kasih.